All right, guys. Hey, guys, coming at you from a different angle here. Um, basically, this one's going to be a little bit more informative. So, I wanted to jump on the Zoom and show you guys some things while I share my screen. But look, guys, I don't really know this market. I don't know the electricity market. I'm just giving you guys ideas of what I've been looking at. Please feel free to comment, share if you guys are the experts in this or know somebody who is. All I know is something's not right. Something's not right. There's no way that the state of Texas is in need of energy. I mean, when I think of Texas, I think we're all about energy. So how in the world, all of a sudden, have we run out of supply of energy? Just doesn't make any sense. So let me jump into my screen here, and let's see here. Let's see here. All right, guys. So a lot of you guys have been hearing a lot about this ERCOT. So let's talk about it a little bit. Let's figure out what it is. ERCOT, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas. Guys, the first thing that comes to my mind is it literally has reliability in their title. Really? Doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, so they manage the flow of electric power to more than 26 million Texas customers. They are governed by a board of directors and subject to oversight by the Public Utility Commission of Texas and the Texas legislature. Its members include consumers, cooperatives, generators, power marketers, retail electric providers, investor-owned electric utilities, transmission and distribution providers, and municipal-owned electric utilities. So basically, electric corporations, large energy companies, and part of the government. What about ERCOT? So let's talk a little bit about ERCOT. So first off, wanted to give credit to, let's see here, to the person of the Houston Chronicle, and this was actually 2 years ago, the LM Sixtel. She was a staff writer. This was a great article. It goes a little bit more in depth, and I'll have a little bit more time to go over on today's YouTube. But I did want to kind of give some snips out from her articles that I thought were the most important. So let's go over that today. So in the article, it says the Texas Supreme Court is considering whether ERCOT, a private nonprofit corporation, is entitled to a sovereign immunity, a well-established legal principle that protects governments and their agencies from lawsuits. The High Court's decision, expected later this year, could determine whether electricity buyers and sellers can hold the grid manager responsible for pricing errors, mistake-ridden forecasts, or life and death consequences of power outages. Guys, they are literally trying to be risk-free. This makes no sense. Sovereign immunity, where nobody can sue them. So anybody who dies during this whole thing, they can't be sued. Anybody who thinks that they're doing something wrong can't be sued. That right there was just absolutely astonishing to me. And I think that they're the only electricity company, nonprofit organization in Texas that actually has that immunity. If that isn't scandalous from the start, then I don't know what is. But anyway, let's continue. ERCOT, which receives no government funding, reported nearly $232 million in revenues in 2018, mostly from the fees generators, traders, and retail electricity companies pay when buying and selling power on the wholesale market. ERCOT is run by a board dominated by power industry representatives. The Public Utility Commission chairman has a seat on the board, but no voting power. So guys, $232 million for this nonprofit organization. And most of it comes from the buying and selling power on the wholesale market. So this is extremely important. This is actually a main topic discussion maker of this video, which we'll go more about. So how do they make actually most of their money? But let's continue. Energy experts say ERCOT acts more like a trade group than a government agency. Its board is dominated by power industry representatives, and it has its own rules on public access to meetings and records, which are more limited than the state's sunshine laws. Guys, there could be so many deals that are going on with electricity companies and energy companies, and nobody knows anything about it because they have it has its own rules on public access to meetings and records. So they can hide a bunch of stuff. It's dominated by the power industry representatives. They know only what's going on. So Nick, what is this? What does all this stuff mean? Like, why are you sharing this with us? Um, well, uh, I do believe that there are millions of dollars that energy companies are making this week and as of last week. And they're doing this by way of the wholesale market, buying and selling stocks through the wholesale market. So let's talk about that a little bit. What is the electricity market? The commodities within an electric market generally consist of two types, power and energy. Power is the metered net electrical transfer rate at any given moment and is measured in megawatts. Energy is electricity that flows through a metered point for a given period and is measured in megawatt hours. Markets for energy related commodities trade net generation output for a number of intervals, such as the 5, 15, and 60. And I'm actually going to show you guys what's actually happening on the trading platform with energy companies right now. But so anyway, so there are two types, right? The megawatt and the megawatt hours. So that's what they trade on. All right, fast forward this to, shout out to my brother-in-law for sending me this article here by this company here. So check this out. Texas wholesale electric price spikes more than 10,000% amid outages. Okay. Real-time wholesale market prices on the power grid operated by the ERCOT were more than $9,000 per megawatt hour late Monday morning, compared with the pre-storm prices of less than $50 per megawatt hour. Guys, before the storm, $50 an hour. Now it's 9,000. Guys, people are making a lot. There are corporations that are making a lot of money right now on the expense of the Texan resident, and that's what is pissing me off the most. So Nick, what makes you think that this is happening? Well, the first thing I thought about, guys, was this. Let me share. Look, does Enron ring a bell for anybody? Enron, okay, 20 years ago, they controlled the Pacific Energy, for those Californians out there, who at that time were experiencing wildfires. Well, Enron was saying, oh, due to, in Pacific Energy, due to wildfires, the generators were down, and that's why they were experiencing blackouts, and therefore that was the cause. Just like we're seeing now, guys. We're literally hearing that generators are down, solar, wind energy is out, all this stuff. All that's baloney, guys. Guys, we are a natural gas state. Only 10% come from solar and wind. Absolutely false out there. So let's figure out what Enron did. You guys want to know what Enron did? Let's talk about it. Instead, wholesalers such as Enron manipulated the market to force utility companies into daily spot markets for short-term gain. For example, in a market technique known as a megawatt laundering, wholesalers bought up electricity in California at below cap price to sell out of state, creating shortages. So guys, it wasn't about the wildfires. Just like how I believe it's not about the snow. Guys, corporations are making money through this ERCOT. They are. All it takes is one company to do it. Now, there are tons of companies out there that are making money off of people who are dying, people who are suffering with not having any electricity. And that's what's pissing me off. So, um, I do. It's early to tell right now who that Enron company is as of today, and there may just be a lot of them. But I did want to show you an example of what's happening on the trading floor right now, and actually what happened like it was 20 years ago. So earlier, you guys had, I told you guys that on the 5 minute, 15 minute, and hourly chart. Well, this is a 5 minute chart. And Vista Corporation, if you guys know who TXU Energy is, TXU Energy is the largest electricity company that controls most of Texas, energy company in Texas. And they do their spot trading through a company, this company, Vista Corporation. So, sorry guys, if you work for Vista Corp or TXU, I'm not picking on you guys. I'm just trying to show you guys what's happening in the markets. So, basically, you see the prices here, and you see these up and down things that are occurring. The reason why I'm stating that there's some manipulation is because if you see these gaps, there's big gaps here. There's a huge gap here. Look at the dates. This gap was on the 12th. Okay. Here's another gap. That was yesterday. Here's another gap. That was last week. Guys, these huge gaps, all they mean is there's some sort of manipulation happening. There's a huge buyer who's coming in, who's literally taking the price up and skyrocketing. Guys, you're supposed to always have a line here, or it's supposed to go up like little bitty and then go up. You don't have one massive sell, or I'm sorry, one massive buy. You don't have one massive buy here, a massive buy. And we'll see if the stock continues to go up. You know, and to mind you guys, look, I'm not about not, not investing in penny stocks and growing money and opportunity. This is an opportunity. What I don't like though is how those opportunities though are falling on the people in this country. There was a report that literally just came out that said that electricity companies were going to be charging more for people's electricity to have it. That's one way they're making money. This is the second way they're making money. Right now, like, there's so many ways that they're making money and that they're trying to control it. And they're actually, people are trying to make it political. It's not a political thing, guys. This is not a political thing. This is a corporate greed thing that's happening, in my opinion. And it sucks because it's being sucked into politics right now. One side is blaming the other, and all the Texas residents want, all they want is, we just want our light to be turned on. We just want our light to be turned on. And I believe that there's corporate greed that's happening, and I'm seeing it in the charts. I mean, I'm seeing it in the charts, guys. You don't see these kind of gaps in charts like this. You don't. And it's happening on, exactly like I said, on the lower time frames, manipulation. So anyway, guys, I know it's a lot of information to take in. All I'm saying is that, there's something happening. There's something happening. And I need to dig in a little bit more and understand this market a little bit. But there's something happening clearly with this ERCOT. There's something happening with energies companies that are, with ERCOT. There's some politics involved, but it's hurting the Texas residents. It is, and I don't like that at all. So comment. Yeah, educate me on this, guys. I don't know about this market. I can only show you what I'm seeing and what I've been reading. But let me know your thoughts. Comment, like. Other than that, that's all I got, guys. That's all I got.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I want to do more stuff like that, more informative things like that, give my opinion on things. Appreciate all the love and support. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much.